What's going on, everybody? Thanks for watching Darian's Creations. Gotta correct myself. I want to talk about the app Procreate, and let's get right into it. Let's open it up and open up a new layer in the top right. You'll see it on the top right of the screen. And I'm just going to go to this 8x10 printable high res. Crazy, I got green selected. I like money. Do you like money? These are all the different colors. I was trying to do something earlier with it. Here I am in Italy right now. I see yellow, not yellow, green, white, red. I want to talk about layers for a second. So the first layer is out here, and a lot of people don't understand how layers work.
Nope.
Right, so layers are this little box right here that you will see. Wow, what the heck am I doing? You will see in the upper right hand corner something like this. This is the layers tab, and the reason you can understand this better is if this was number 1, this would be number 2, and if I was to go so on and so forth, this would be number 3 and 4, right? So let's get this down. These are the layers all piled on top of each other, and I'll kind of make this a little bit easier to digest, hopefully. And let's go ahead and make some squares and then do the same sort of thing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that. So this layer right here, I will go to this selection tool. If you look on the top, it's got an S kind of shape to it. You can do automatic selection, freehand, meaning you can write whatever you want in here to do that. And then I can drag whatever color I want into that selection. Or I can do circles, squares. So for a circle, you have to put your finger directly onto there. You'll see that I have this ellipse. It's going to change every single time I put my finger down. Or to back that up, I could do the same thing with a rectangle. And rectangles are no different. They're always going to do this right here. And if I put my finger down, it should go.
Nope.
I'm sorry, this one will not go into a perfect square because you can make a perfect square with this. So either way, let's just do this. There's that. I'm going to go ahead, and add this color right here. And I'm going to go ahead and move it. Let's make another one, or just duplicate the one we currently have. So I'm going to take this layer and duplicate it. So it says layer 1, but this layer is actually going to be layer 2. So let's do that. So 2 is now on top of 1, even though it doesn't have to be this way. That's the way I'm going to do it. And let's change the color on that to blue. So now blue is on top of green. Let's duplicate that one more time. And while it's selected already, let's go ahead and just change the color to that. On red, hit the move tool and move it as well. One more. Now you should rename your layers before you get confused in the first place. A lot of people will get confused as all get out and then wonder why they're editing the wrong one. So remember, these say 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, whatever you want to call it. So let's say layer 1. Let's actually go ahead and make this orange one layer 1, the red one layer 2, the green one layer 3, and what is named layer 4 will just be 4. All right, so understanding this right here, the reason why if I hit the selection tool and you see that one is actually selected, that's because when I go to the layers tab, so you have the brushed, smudge, eraser, and then the layers tab. This is the one that is selected. So whichever one of these is selected, you can actually mess with that layer. Now, another thing is you can put them in groups and stuff like that. So let's say I want to put layers 2 and 1 in a group. If I hit and select layer 2 and then add it, right? So I can go above it like this, or I can go back to where I was at. But if you see this little blue icon come over and I want to do that, now they are both in a group together. Now, new group, I can rename it RO for red and orange. Now the check mark on the far right, if I want to go ahead and unselect and select it, I will only not see red and orange. I want to see them. This is also how I can move them to flip horizontal, rotate, scale up and down, move around, do whatever I have to, just to that group. All right, if I want to undo that, can I still move this one around again and then put it back here and do that? So there's nothing in this group. I can delete it. So layer 1, layer 2, 3, and 4, they have different things about them. So as you're drawing, if I wanted to do something, let's make black, right? I don't typically use black at all, right? And this is just me doing whatever. But if I'm on layer 4 and I want to actually start drawing on layer 4 and I do this, you will see that it'll go below layers 2, 3, and 1, or 1, 2, and 3. Let's take this again, and I'm going to write on layer 3. So you're going to see it again go above the green one, and now the blue one. I'm going to take it on the red, and I'm going to go down. It'll go over all of them, including the red. And then I'm going to do back on the top, and just go across. You will see it go over every color of the layers. So that's one way for you guys to help understand how the layers work like a sandwich, right? You got bread, meat, cheese, tomato, and more bread, and then together it's a sandwich. This is how these layers work, essentially. So I hope I can help. And then of course I'm just going to merge all these together like that. So now they're all one big blob of stuff that I don't want. So I'm going to go ahead and clear it out. That's my video for the day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you understand layers just a little bit more than you did last time. So if you're doing something like an eyeball and you want to, let's real quick talk about that. You want to do an eye, and then you get in here and then you do this, something like that. You get your little eyeball down, get your little pupil, right? Okay, come in here, sketch out a little bit of an eye, right? And then I want my pupil to show some sort of a, like a, what do you call it? The reflection, right? You got your little eyebrow in here, right? Because people have eyebrows too. And then I want to get in here and do this. I'm just going to add in something into the iris, and then I'm going to have my pupil be a little bit darker, clearly, right? Let's just go ahead and make that right there. Now this is just a really quick sketch of me trying to help you understand exactly what I'm talking about. Hopefully this will make a little bit more sense as far as layers. I did all that on layer 4. I'm going to add one. Now it says layer 2. And I'm going to change it to like white. And I'm going to come in here and I want to add some sort of highlight to it. Now looking at it like this, if I don't like what I did with that, or it's all messed up, I can simply either not see it or just delete it and then come back and do it again and say, yeah, I like it this way, right? Or something like that. Now, if I wasn't to put it on a different layer and delete it, and then I do it directly on this, it will still look the same. But now it is all on one solid layer, so it's going to move and function the same. Now remember, like I said before, you can do that by just adding the new layer, doing all of this, and then putting them in a group together. And now they will move independently, not independently, but they will move together as a group. So understanding how layers work is going to be very, very vital, especially somebody who's doing digital art. When you're using traditional mediums, paper, canvases, and stuff like that, you can build up layers, but you're using one surface, right? Whereas this, you can have shadows, highlights, all kinds of things, textures, be above or below something, and that really steps your game up so much more. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm talking about with layers. If you're confused, put it down in the comment section below. I'll try my best to answer it. Remember, I suck at this stuff. I'm not a great artist. Nope. But I just have fun doing it. Hopefully you guys can follow me on this journey. Once again, subscribe if you like to see stuff like this. Email me at the email that I'm going to put down if you want suggestions, if you want to give me suggestions of things to draw or things you're struggling with. I appreciate everybody for watching my video. This is Darian with Darian's Creations, and I'm out. Peace.